Hello and welcome to Cigar Box Guitars, aka Dutchman in San Marcos. I am the DISM. So we're coming to you with another show. We're working on the 6-string cigar box guitar, converting a 6-string neck with a cigar box body because the body on that guitar was bad. So let's get going. All right, here we go. Kind of got some show and tell, some progress on the cigar box guitar, the King B guitar, I'm calling it, and a few other updates. Found another box, which I'll show you. My cards came in. I think I might have said something on the other show, so we'll show you that, and we'll start doing some more of the layout of the box. So we're kind of looking at all those things. So let me show you. Let's start off with my card. So here was the card that came in right here. If you want one, just put it in the comments. I'll send it out to you. And if you watch my these are the things I made short. I actually the headstock of this cigar box guitar I play, so you can actually hear how this guitar on this card sounds. So yeah, check that out. Check out my shorts. I kind of demo the things that I've made. I show new things I've made. I show things that I might be making. In just a quick, less than a minute short. I also been showing my vinyl record collection. That's called Finding Gold in Vinyl, and we're in my jazz section. I only show 4 albums each time, so it's very quick. Again, under a minute. So check those out too. I'd appreciate the like and any comments on those. And yeah, so that's the new card. The other thing I did, I'm getting to the point, as you can see with my boxes right here. I've got a lot of them. And like I was saying, the green ones down there for Total Wine, the store Total Wine, and they sell cigars there. They have their signature cigars, or the cigars say made exclusively for Total Wine. So I'm building a box for one of those to actually. The manager said they would probably hang it up in their cigar room to kind of show off, and hence making the cards. So I can put one of these in there so people can check out my show, and then even check out the guitars. Even if they want to buy one, they can inquire, on comments on my show. But I found only one box. They had a whole box full of them, smaller ones, cardboard ones. So now I'm being really super selective because I got plenty of different projects. Like they had a bunch of these in there. I still have another Brickhouse box. So those are all options. So I got plenty of options there, but I don't know. I like cigar boxes, so I got to keep going back and checking if there's something I'm missing. I don't know, it must be a phobia. But I found this one, which is cool. I have one. It's called this one's the Bull Moose. I have one, and it's that gray one right there, and I'll show you that after this. But I found this box just the other day. Once again, I like the black box. It slides open like this. So it doesn't have a hinge. You can see that this here really isn't wood. It's more like that pressed wood. The back is wood, as you can see the grain. So it's kind of a different type of box, but I like the graphics on it. I like the black. So yeah, so that's the Bull Moose, Nicaraguan cigars. The other Bull Moose I have, get it here, or Moose box. I gotta be careful here. like I said, I got a lot of boxes. Oh, this was another moose one, you can see. And what I liked about this is he got a little red eye right there. But this one's called, got a little dusty here in the shot. It's gray. This one's called the Chillin' Moose, which is kind of interesting. This one's called the Bull Moose. So they got kind of like a moose theme going. This one too, this one opens really hard. Same thing, this one slides open, but I can't get it right now. It's really hard. I think the cold and that affects it, but this is Chillin' Moose, which is interesting. So, and when I was there, like I was saying, when I was there the other day, they had a bunch of these there, and I've already got them. So, this one's hard to do because it's kind of small. This is just about the smallest I want to go. So anyways, that's those. I'm gonna park this guy right in here, along with my Chillin' Moose and the Bull Moose. And if I was gonna pick another box to do right away, it'd probably be something like this size. See how much bigger that is? Or this size. This is gonna be a premium box because I have my other 6-string electric maid in a box like this, but it's all black. I'll show you that these are things I made on another time. So this is going to be a nice one. So let's get all my boxes put back here. They're piled high, which means more work. So that's kind of that. I'll run around to that. As you've seen from my other video, I made progress. I got that heel, this thing here cut off. See, I basically cut that off. So, let me show you what I've been working on. And I'll kind of turn you here. Remember I'm talking about making another cigar box. Well, that means I got to make another neck because this project already has a neck. So the other day, I started making, let me find a place to put this down. I'll take this apart for you. I started making headstocks, and I'll show you my process here. I started making headstocks for the neck that I want to make for that Total Wine one. So kind of to sidetrack from that a little bit, let me show you these. So I just glued these up, so let's get these off. I'll get all these. I think the guy that Hot Sauce Guitar Kitchen builder says the shish kebab. So now I see what he's talking about. The shish kebab glue down. So that's not my term. I'm stealing it from the Hot Sauce Guitar Kitchen builder. He's a lot of fun. I watch him quite a bit. I like the stuff he does. He's really creative. He comes up with more unusual stuff than I do. So just a shout out to him of the good work that he does. So what I did was I glued up three headstocks at one time just yesterday, and you can see I'm getting down to them. I had a lot of clamps on them. I wanted them to clamp good. And what I did was, what happens is, I couldn't, the thickness of wood I can get a hold of is like this thick here. And because I could get, wider and actually make these out of that, but then you got to cut it down to make the headstock. So what I did was, I bought this thinner stuff, and I'm gluing it together. So this will actually be a headstock, and it's long enough so I can cut a scarf in it So then I can put that on a neck. So yeah, so I glued all these up, and this is just wax paper, so if I got glue on it, they wouldn't stick together. So I made 3 of them. As you can see, some of the glue spit out, which will sand off. So I made 3 of these, so I'm ready to cut scarves in them, and I'll probably cut the scarves too, so that they're ready. So I got 3 of these made, and then when I come by with the maple neck, I can put them on and see. You can see when I made these, I made them big enough so this will fit on it, so I can cut them out, and also so there's enough room in the scarf. So that's what these are all about. So they'll be cut down and made into headstock, but so that way the headstock won't be too thick. Because if your headstock's too thick, you got to cut it down anyways, and I'll show you the difference. The difference in wood, as you can see, it's not much, but it's enough where it's better like this. So I don't have a, normally you could use this if you had a planer and run it through, but I don't have a planer. So then if I don't have a planer, I'm making a rough cut on this, and I don't need that much cut off of that, but it's hard to get it really straight. So I'm kind of engineering it like this. So that's my headstocks for that other project that I'm working on. And let me move you to the bench just for a short while to kind of show you where I'm at. With this, since I showed you this. This is kind of off-camera work, but I just wanted to show you where I was at, that I had started those. So the other thing I want to get done is I need a workshop remodel. As you can see in the background, I got a lot of stuff, and I got this little trailer down here, as you probably caught on some of my clips, and I want to kind of not have this stored right where I'm working, but maybe over here. So yesterday I started. It seems like when I get started with that, I go, oh man, this is so much work. Where do I start? You know, you get that in that mode, and then you end up going, oh, and you quit. So at least when I was getting in that mode, I said, well, I got to get these glued together and get going. So I at least got some stuff done, but it's hard to clean up something that is that massive. And so still gonna do it. We're still talking about it. Can't really do too much tomorrow because once again I got more work at church. There's a funeral, and then I got Sunday. But after those things, I can work in here. So I got to commit myself to remodeling the workshop, which I'll show you as I go along, because I think I'm even thinking about this table, because when I work on it, it's kind of bouncy, but I like the height of it. And so I was thinking about a new workbench too. And I saw a really nice one that's adjustable. I didn't check out how much but it was made by the toolbox maker Husky. I saw it on a YouTube clip somewhere, or some guy's workshop, and it's probably expensive is going to be my guess. So I'm thinking out of the box of how can I at least get, you know, a workbench that'll roll around. And I'm thinking about, I got those two tool chests that I might put a top on those and use it for the center over here to roll around, and then have my other saws and stuff that are already on wheels. This stuff, most of it's on wheels, where I can roll it in, use it, and roll it out, and have a better space to work it all in. So that's some of my dreams of the workshop. Like I said, it's an ongoing process. Sometimes it gets overwhelming, and I was watching a guy who was actually working on old Jeeps, which I used to love working on old Jeeps, and he goes, yeah, you got to have fun. So he goes, if something's getting kind of crazy and not working out, he goes, do something else, because you got to remember, it's all about the fun. And so that's kind of what I'm doing here. When I ran out of the workshop remodel, I was all enthusiastic to go, and I kind of lost it when I saw the size of it. So I said, well, I'll glue these up because this is fun. So always keep that in mind with your projects. If you walk away and come back another day, keep it fun, because you're doing it for the fun of it, not just to, not to be a factory and produce things out. But so my workshop is fun. I like being out here and working in it. How can I make it more efficient? Is to help me have more fun. So it's actually fun to be able to redo that and set up my workshop. So I got to keep those things in mind. So let me move you quick over to the bench, and I'll show you a few things on the layout on this thing. And yeah, hang on. Okay, here we go. We got the bench shot. So I was kind of reviewing this, and what I'm doing now is the layout. And like the last video, the bridge comes out perfectly. You know, when I actually took the tuners off because I kept losing. I took the tuners off because I kept losing these little guys. So this is square, and so what I was doing was, let me see if I can get, this board is going to be just the right size, but it's a little long now to kind of show you things. But if I put it in there, let's just say it's only coming out this far. This is the neck pattern. So this will fit right on top like that, as you can see. So then this will bolt, this will be sticking out of the box. And so the pickup, the bridge is good right here, and I'll show you why. You want 25 inches from the nut to where the string crosses the bridge. And as you can see, right there is 25. So this is an ideal position. Since this is taking so much real estate of the box, which I like, so that way I get the full scale, I really don't want to mount a neck pickup because I'm only going one humbucker. So I'll go with a bridge pickup, and that'll probably be right in here. So that'll basically be the layout of it. So knowing that, what I have to do is come up with a piece, and I'm still trying to figure it out. This you can see I drew on here, that's the footprint of this. So what I have to do is, this is going to be all the way in the box like this. Okay, so there's a couple of things I can do here. I can leave this to go all the way through, which as I'm talking now, I'm thinking about, I thought, well, I could glue some ears on to be able to support these things. But now I'm thinking, since, I don't know, I'm going around and around. If I glue ears on here to make it wider, then I can't slide it in when after I get it cut to size. But if I put a piece on top, then I got to cut into that wood on top to mount these. So I'm kind of divided on that choice, because as you know, the box is fairly thin. I want it to be solid, and it's probably better if this is really solid here. So the piece going all the way up to maybe, hey, this is, and I'm thinking out loud here. What I'm thinking is I'll put a piece this wide for this thing on top, so that way this mounts directly to that piece of wood. The pickup doesn't need that, so, or the pickup, because it won't be, it'll sink in, but it won't be that far, which there's probably enough space between this and the top of the box. So I might just put blocks of wood in here, wherever this is at, to mount the pickup, because it doesn't need to be a part of it. It's better if this piece is a part of the strong piece with the neck, with the neck mounted on it, so that it's one solid, rigid piece. because there's a lot of tension from the strings on that. So I'm thinking that's going to be probably the route I'll go. So what it'll look like is this will be in the box all the way down to there, and then I'll have another piece, and I'll show you. It wouldn't be this. This is the stuff that I glued up. Another piece like this to mount it, and not as wide. So I can mount this right flush because it'll go through the top, and that'll mount. The top will be right up against this. Because it is, since the way it's set up, it's going to be kind of like putting a box on almost a solid body electric guitar, because it's going to be an electric. So that's the route I'll probably go with it, and kind of wanted you to see some of that planning that you have to go through, and you just got to kind of lay it out and think it through. So there's a lot going on there. So I hope that helps you in your planning of your cigar boxes, because as you watch different programs, every builder kind of does their own thing. And I know I had a lot of luck with the bolt-on deal of being super strong. One of the reasons why I'm going with always using maple so it doesn't warp as much, because I had some mahogany in the past, actually had a neck cut, and as it sat, it actually warped a little bit because the mahogany isn't as sturdy as the maple. So that'll probably be the route I'm going, and I hope you watch along. Let me say goodbye to you here. All right, so that'll be the show. Some of the planning. Actually, after I turn this off, I got today to work on it, so I'll probably do some work on it. I have to cut a hole. I hope you can't see that. I always hate that with my camera shots. I wish you were here in my workshop to say I can't see that. With the hole, I was thinking that over too. I might just cut a hole where I can slide this in, you know, and then bolt it down from the back to make it solid. So I'll probably get started on that and get this measured and fit, get it measured and fit for the box and cut, because I started laying this out, and I'm thinking, oh no, that's not where it's going to be, because it's not going to be that long. There's not going to be this much coming out of the box. So I want to keep it so only that much of the neck thing is sticking out of the box. So I gotta trim this down some and cut it to size. So we'll be doing that, and I hope you come back next week and find out the progress we made. Watch my shorts. Like I said, you'll hear how I made up that little ditty just because my cigar box was sitting in the studio, so I picked it up and I thought, hey, right before I started filming some of the shorts, and I thought, hey, I can play a little tune like that, because my philosophy now is if I got it hanging in my studio and I'm in there goofing around, I'm more apt to pull it off the wall and start playing it, and that proved to be itself with my cigar box. So if you want to hear how that sounds in the little ditty I made up in that little short time, check out my shorts, and we will see you next week. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for all the likes, and thanks for subscribing and checking me out. I appreciate it. I'm doing this, and I keep reminding myself not to get a bunch of subscribers, but I'm just doing this, and it's fun for me to share things. So it's really no hassle to make these videos. It's kind of in my DNA of the tech part of it, being into sound and things like that, and having a studio. So I hope you appreciate it. Keep watching. If you want one of my cards for the fun of it, just drop me a comment and I can throw you one. I probably should get some postcards made up. I could send you a postcard, but I'll send you one of these cards in the mail if you like. So let me know, and have a great day. We'll see you next week, Saturday at 11, and that's Pacific time. Same bat station, same bat time, and same cigar box time, same guitar station. The Cigar Box Guitars, aka Dutchman in San Marcos. Have a great day.